Hello and welcome to Aurora's English podcast. I'm so glad you're here. If you've found your way to this space today, maybe it's because you've been feeling a little tired. Tired of trying to meet everyone's expectations, trying to keep up with the relentless pace of life, trying to be strong even when you feel lost, confused, or just plain weary on the inside. I want you to know that this is a safe space for you. Think of this time together as a quiet pause in the middle of a very busy world. It's a moment to slow down, take a deep, full breath, and gently reconnect with yourself. Today, we're talking about a beautiful and deeply personal topic, creating the life you want. Now, when I say that, I don't mean a perfect life. I'm not talking about a life that looks impressive from the outside, filled with achievements that get you applause. I'm talking about a life that feels right, calm, and truly meaningful to you from the inside out. A life that feels like home. So, where do we begin this journey? It starts with one simple yet profound act. Listening to yourself. Many of us spend years, even decades, listening to everyone else. We listen to the opinions of family and friends. We listen to the advice of experts and influencers. We listen to society's endless chorus of what we should do, who we should be, and where we should be going. But the life you truly want, the one that's waiting for you, begins when you gently turn inward and ask yourself one honest question. What do I need right now? Not what you think you should want, not what others expect of you, but what your heart, in its quietest moments, is asking for. Sometimes the answer is rest. Deep, unapologetic rest. Sometimes it's a big, scary change. And other times, it's simply giving yourself permission to slow down, to not have all the answers, to just be. You don't need a clear 5-year plan mapped out at this very moment. In fact, feeling confused is not a sign of failure. It's often the very first sign that you are finally, truly listening to yourself. It's the silence before the music begins. The second step on this path is learning the gentle art of letting go. You cannot create a new, beautiful life while your hands are still holding tightly to old pain. The past may have hurt you. You may have made mistakes that you still think about late at night. You may carry regrets that feel heavy in your chest. But remember this. The past is a place you visited, is not where you live anymore. Letting go doesn't mean you have to forget what happened. It doesn't mean pretending the pain wasn't real. It means choosing to stop punishing yourself for what you didn't know back then. It's about releasing the need for a different past. You did the best you could with the strength, the knowledge, and the courage you had at that time, and I promise you, that was enough. When you begin to release the immense weight of the past, you create space. You make room for peace, for growth, and for wonderful new possibilities to enter your life. Now, let's talk about dreams versus reality. Many people give up on the life they want because they think it requires a huge, dramatic, overnight change. Real change happens in the small, seemingly insignificant daily choices. It's choosing to go to bed an hour earlier instead of scrolling through your phone. It's choosing to speak your truth in a small moment instead of pretending everything is fine. It's choosing to be kind to yourself when you make a mistake. It's choosing you over and over, even when it feels a little uncomfortable or unfamiliar. You don't have to change your entire life today. You only need to take one small, single step in a kinder direction. Slow progress is still progress. In fact, it's often the most sustainable kind. And consistency in these small actions is so much more powerful than a rare, fleeting moment of perfection. A single drop of water doesn't seem like much, but over time, enough drops can carve a path through stone. Self-compassion is the fuel for your journey, not an indulgent detour. And finally, I want you to hear this and let it sink in deep into your bones. You are worthy, right now, in this very moment. Your worth is not something you have to earn. You don't need to earn rest by being productive. You don't need to prove your value by achieving more. You don't need to become someone else to finally deserve a good and happy life. You are already worthy of peace, love, and happiness exactly as you are. With all your imperfections, your history, and your unanswered questions. No matter where you are in your life, you are not too late. You are not behind schedule. You are simply on your own unique path, and your path is allowed to look different from everyone else's. In fact, it's supposed to. As we come to the end of today's episode, I want you to remember this. Creating the life you want is not a race. It's not about rushing forward to some distant finish line. It's about gently, patiently returning to yourself again and again and again, with every small, kind choice, with every moment of honesty, with every deep breath you take. You are already creating that life. You are already on your way. Thank you so much for spending this quiet moment with me on Aurora's English podcast. If this episode touched your heart or gave you something to reflect on, please consider giving it a like, subscribing to the channel for more content like this, and maybe leaving a comment about a topic you'd love to hear next. Your presence and your journey matter. Until next time, please take good care of yourself and keep creating a life that truly feels like home.